Hello, and welcome back to Thirsty Thursday, where we comb through the hundreds of tweets from America's fiercest keyboard warrior, Congressman Derrick Van Orden. This week contained everything from abandoning the First Amendment to glazing Marco Rubio. So, grab a glass and join us for Thirsty Thursday. This week, Van Orden tweeted his review of Marco Rubio's tenure as Secretary of State, giving Rubio an 11 out of 10. Effective immediately, Rubio's new title is Derrick Van Orden's Daddy of the Week. Honestly, there's not much more to say here beyond what we say every week. If this were just some random guy replying to a tweet, it would literally be no big deal. But this is a congressman, and one with a track record of putting Trump administration officials above his own constituents. So, as long as he keeps praising this administration and the officials that manufacture its cost-raising agenda, we're going to keep making fun of him for it. Well, this week, Van Orden gave us one of his worst takes yet. A post about America's history of religious freedom hit Van Orden's timeline. His response? Telling the author to move to Afghanistan. Listen, this Thirsty Thursday host is by no means an expert in constitutional law, but we're pretty sure a third grader could call out Van Orden's BS here. The First Amendment literally enshrines the right to religious freedom in America, but this isn't a one-off from Van Orden. This is part of a larger, documented pattern in Van Orden's online history of isolating Muslim Americans. Seriously, a sitting congressman shouldn't need reminding that Muslim Americans are Americans. But here we are. Finally, in weirdness this week, Van Orden stuck to calling people turds and cracking distasteful jokes about sexual assault victims, once again responding to criticism by saying, "Point on the doll where I hurt you." Okay, now let's see what the dolls have to say about this. But honestly, we shouldn't be surprised by this behavior from Van Orden. This is a guy who is constantly begging for attention from Jeffrey Epstein's bestie, so maybe the bar was never that high to begin with. Well, that's all the crazy we can touch on this week. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to tune in next week to see what bizarre things Van Orden tweets next.